welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel. Welcome to my channel. My name is Call Me Chris, and you can call me Chris. It's not true. My name is Logos, and you can call me whatever the hell you want. Now, this is just a very quick tutorial with with the Skittles coming out, with Cities Skylines 2 coming out shortly. I thought what I'd do is come in and have a little look at the original Cities Skylines. Now, this is the base version. I don't have any of the DLC installed. So these things that are installed are all free things that you would have installed as well. You get this for free, I think. Well, maybe not Deluxe Edition. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. This is the base. Whoa, that's loud. All right, shut up. That's pretty loud, Johnny. Might have to turn that down. Now, I will turn it down actually, because I'm just going to bring the sound down on the fly a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, I don't have any of this stuff installed. This is the base game, okay? So you don't need... You can have a really decent run on Cities Skylines without any of the DLC, okay? Now, all of these different things give you different natural resources, connections, etc. Gives you all the information you need. Custom? Nope, don't have any of that. We've got oil, ore, forestry, farming, forestry, and water, okay? Now, you can choose whichever one you want. Doesn't really matter. For your first game, just go wherever you want. I'm actually going to put it down a little bit more. Not that much. I'm going to choose River Run just because that's where we're going to be. All right. It's a decent area. I'm from the UK, so I'm going to put left-hand traffic. Call this whatever you want. Let's call it, I don't know. Yasmin. There we go. I don't know why I always choose Yasmin, but I do. We don't care about any of this stuff. You really do want to have all these things in here. All of them. Some of them won't have them. Or will they? Okay, they do. Nope. Okay, that one doesn't have ship connections. Now, just to give yourself the best kind of way, let's just do it. Let's go. Whatever. Who cares, man? Stop talking. Why don't you show me how to play the frickin' game? All right, Johnny. I'll do it now. I'll do it for you. Come on, loaders. Electricity moves from building to building if they are close to each other. Thank you very much. Now, when the game starts, it will be paused for you. It should be paused, okay? Right, I'm going to turn those tutorials off. Can I? Who cares? All right, fine. Now, here is our map. This is the great thing about this game. Okay, you look at this area and you think, okay, how much room have I got? Where am I going to start building? It doesn't seem like a big area, but it is actually a friggin' huge area. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do before you start any game is drop down to one of the roads, click road, click one, just make a little road, go to the bulldozer down here and delete that road. Why we still have to do that, who knows, but we do. Now it's opened up all the other roads that we can build to start with. This music is weird. Oh, I've turned it off. Okay. I might turn it back on. That's odd. We can have gold. Official Mars red flag Elizabeth. Yeah, okay, no. I don't know why I don't know what's going on with that. That's a bit weird. Anyway, so the first thing that you need to work out with this game is everything is built off roads. So when you're going to build this road, the dark blue thick line is where the road's going to be, and the kind of shaded area is going to be where you can put your 3 different zones, and they are down here. So it's whether it's residential, whether it's commercial, or whether it's industry. And here is telling you what the town wants. There's a very high demand for residential, obviously because there's nobody here. Then you will have some commercial, then you will have some industry. Okay, how much money you have, how much money is you're losing or taking, how many people you have, how happy they are, etc., etc. All of these things will be coming to you, and I'll show you what all these things do as well. But the first thing to do when you start any new city is work out how you're going to power your city. First thing is power and water. Get those done first, then you can work out where you're going to go. So let's look at the wind. So strong wind is dark, so we have a strong bit of wind up here. So if we're going to use wind turbines, which cost less but produce less energy but produce no pollution really, we're going to want to put them up here or down here by this road. Now obviously people aren't going to want wind turbines near their house. You know, these things are pretty big. What's lovely is you can zoom in and see how big they are. It's kind of cool. And as you can see, it's telling us estimated production 7 megawatts. Up here, right up in the top, it should be 8. 8's the maximum. So you could build like a wind farm up here, away from everybody. We're going to build off one of these roads, probably this one. The other thing we need to do is look at the water. And these arrows will tell you the flow of the current. So the water is going to be moving from left to right. So what we want to do is we want to put our discharge pipe. We'll always need a discharge pipe. Water drain pipe. So what you're going to plumb out the water to everyone. And then obviously when everybody uses the toilet and uses the sink and whatever, the water's going to come out somewhere. And we will end up discharging it here. So it all flows downstream to these poor buggers over here. Okay, but we will be pumping our water from over here because that will be clean water. And it's going to give us 120 meters, which is great. We could use a water tower, which gives you half, but you don't actually have to pump it. It just comes straight from the ground, if you like. You can look through all these different things in your own time, which is fine. Now, the other thing we could do is put in a power plant, okay? That produces 40 megawatts. These ones produce 0 to 8, so we'll put them in a place where we get 8 each week. So the first thing to do is work out where you're going to put your industry zone, where you're going to put your power, where you're going to put your water, and then also make sure that you know and understand that you are going to have to pipe pipes across the map in order to transport both the water and the energy around. Okay, so we're paused down here. That will always stay paused, don't worry. We can click on this button and see where we're going to buy it. Now we're going to end up having this square and then another square the same size and then another square the same size and then all these other squares around it. So when you start the game, don't worry that you think you're going to run out of space. What a lot of people do is they try and... You obviously don't want to... Roads cost money, so you don't obviously want to start making huge amounts of road. That's 2,600 of roads. You know, you want to make it nice and... You want to make it compact and you want to make it economical and you want to maximize your space and things. That is what you will be getting into the heart of the game. But first, let's work out what we're going to do. So let's suggest we are going to... Now, if the water's flowing down this way, we don't really want to put any industrial zone around this coast. Ideally, we'd put our industrial stuff over here. But it's quite far away from this road, which is slightly problematic because it's going to cost us a lot of money in the beginning to kind of plumb everything in. But let's give it a go. Why not? So let's pop in. How much is that? 19,000. How much are these? 6. So I can essentially put in 3 of these for the same price as 1 of these. There or thereabouts. However, this gives us way more power. The upkeep on these is a lot less. Right, let's go green. All right, we're going to go green. Now, I'm going to try and do this in a way that helps us. I'm waiting for this to go to 8. I want it to go to 8. Why isn't it going to 8? Right, there's 8 there. 8, right, 8 there, right. We're going to put one there. Now, we aren't going to need all of these straight away, okay? And it's telling you how far the noise is going to spread for the noise pollution, which is pretty cool. Let's put that there, okay? So we have one power plant in. Now, what this blue area is, the blue area is showing where you need to connect a pylon to steal that energy, if you like, and plumb it around the place. So that's what we'll do. Anyway, we've got one of those in there. Job done. Now let's put in our water pumping station. So we're going to pump from over here, right on the edge of the map. Up. So that's where we're getting our water from. And we're going to stick our water out over here. Doesn't matter where we do it. I'm going to put it on this side just so it's out of the way. Okay. Now we need to connect these up with a pipe. You have to do this. There's just nothing else you can do. And the easiest way is just to do that. Bosh. So we have this pipe running now all the way underneath the middle of this river and this city. Now again, this area here, the shaded area, is telling me any buildings that fall under that shaded area will take the water from those pipes. Okay, it services that area. Now this is going to need power. Everything needs power, so if we click on it, it's going to say it's not operating as we know. If we unpause it with spacebar, it will say a local power plant is online. Maybe get my... Shut up. Shut up. It's going to be saying I don't have any power, you see? That's telling me doesn't have any power. This is telling me... Does that need power? Doesn't have any power. All right, cool. So it tells you when things are wrong with these flashing things. So we now need to get power from here over to here and over to here, which frankly is a bit of a nightmare, and it's going to cost a lot of money. So we'll have to do that first, really, just to get things underway. Now, don't worry too much about trying to keep your city looking all pristine and lovely. You can change all this stuff afterwards, all right? Let's just link that up like that. Did that actually even link it up? Is it there? Is that going to link up? Yeah, okay. It kind of didn't look like it was linking up, but it is. Okie dokie. And now let's try and be a little bit smarter with this. We're going to be bringing roads off here and putting buildings on. So let's just put in a few roads. I'm going to show you a quick, easy way of getting, because these on-ramps, this is a one-way system. So these are one way, and that's one way that way, because it's a big highway. So a nice way of doing this is to get a roundabout and just stick it. How do you turn this? I can't remember how to spin. Oh, there you go. Just kind of spin. This is where you start getting into your, I gotta make my city look beautiful, man. So let's just stick it there. All right. Now that just costs us $2.5 grand, but we've got a roundabout. Beautiful. Then we'll connect it up. I'm just going to do this really basically. That's a big road. That road looks huge. I'm not sure if I want that big road. So let's go back down to a smaller road and just use normal. So when they come off this big ramp, they're going to get a smaller road, which is fine. So we're just going to connect these two roads up. Now, what we now need to do is change these roads to be one way as well. This has got to be one way. But I'm also going to do that. Pop! Because that just makes a really horrible intersection. So I don't need that to be one way now. What I'm trying to do is just make sure that the traffic flow can go and there's no things in the way. Okay, right. That is a bit of roadage done. Now let's get a smaller road. We're going to come off here like this. We're going to come up to about there, because we want to utilize this space here. So I think if we go there. Okay, I'm miles away, you see. I really want this bit to be right up there. So let me come up one more. And again. Maybe there. That looks good. And we're really kind of maximizing the amount of space we have. We're just going to come over to nearby where this wind turbine is. Okay. Now, none of this is going to happen with anything at the minute, so we need to zone it all out. Let's just make it all residential. Now, we're probably not going to want to... Nobody's going to want to really live on a roundabout, so we're going to turn all these into shops. I kind of like the idea of all of these being shops, frankly. Especially that little one there. I hope that's going to be a hot dog stand. I want it to be a hot dog stand. Now, these two we're going to put back as being residential because this is where the houses are going to start again. So this is what you've got to start with, okay? None of this is going to work yet because nothing's going on. But don't worry about unpausing the game. You're going to be losing money, minus 166 a week, but who cares? Just unpause the game and let's watch people move in. And you'll start to see the foundations of the houses going in when people realize that they can actually come in and live here. There's a couple of things you can do with these junctions as well. You can click into these roads and look at the traffic views and look at the junctions, and you can put traffic lights on them if you want. You can put stop signs on, and you can try and use this to if I put stop signs there, actually I'm not sure if I want that. I think I want traffic lights there. You don't really want traffic lights coming off a highway like that, but that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to leave that like that. Let's just see how that works. And currently, nobody is moving into our city. Oh, what do you mean nobody's moving into our city? Look at all these dudes. Here they are, look. Everybody's coming in. And straight away, they'll be complaining. They'll be saying we've got no water. And they'll soon be saying, oh no. So they do have power. Now, this is the reason why they have power. Because they were in this little area. They now start sharing power with each other. So all that means is we don't have to build these horrible pylon towers everywhere. But what we do need to do is build some pipage for the water. Now, again, you want to be as economical as you want. We don't really want loads of pipes coming up like this, because that's a pain. What we will do, though, if we take a pipe here, bring it up to about there. Now, again, with all this stuff, don't worry about getting this precise. You are going to probably knock all this down at some point, so just don't worry about it too much. And we'll put a pipe to about there. Okay? Now, that is costing a lot of money. We're running out of money, but at least all of these areas now pretty much are covered with water pipes. And then what we can do is just... To aid the flow, it is nice to join these up, but you don't have to join them up. But it makes it easier when things start getting more complicated. So we're just going to put that there as well. Then we can unpause the game, let them go, and people will start to move in. And as you can see, these little bars are creeping up now, saying there's a bit of commercial demand and a little bit of industry as well. So we're going to watch people move in. Let's get out of this water view. The wind turbine is great. We can actually change the name. You can pretty much change the name of everything. So you can call it a specific name of turbine if you like. Now we are going to have to start this industry, and also the water pumping station still doesn't have any electricity, which is problematic at the minute. So is there any water actually going anywhere? It kind of says there is, but how is that working if there's no... I'm not sure how that's working. Frankly. It isn't operating. Fine, there you go. That's why. So the water is going to... Yeah, they're saying that they don't have any water. And they're not going to be happy about that for very long. So we're really going to have to start linking these up with electricity. Or one of the easiest things to do is just put down another wind farm. Somewhere where it's going to get a decent amount. 6 isn't really enough. Putting one up here is kind of fine, but it's 6. Really, you want to max these out at 8. You really want to get them maxed out. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to bite the bullet and we are just going to link these up. And again, the only reason why we're doing this is just to get things moving properly. That can go there. Obviously, you're not going to leave this massive line of pylons in your city. As soon as you can, you're going to get rid of it, okay? So let's get the water pumping station in. In fact, let's just go around these so I'm not ruining anything. Right. Obviously, we're not going to keep it looking like this because it looks horrendous, okay? But once we start getting things moving in, then we will start making some changes. Now, everything should be working now. Everybody should start looking good. High energy plankton wafer hits. What the? This chirper thing is quite interesting. Oh, look. He is there. Look, what is he going to be? Medium Mug Cafe. Check out the medium mug. I love that. That's the best place for a business. It's tiny. There it is. Medium mug. Boop. Not operating. Now it's operating. Yes! Check it out. And there's one job available. This game is so great when you get into it. There's just so much stuff going on. Alright, we'll have a quick pause, take stock of what we're going on. We have power coming in. That's the main thing. We've got power coming in. We've got all these places zoned for residential, all these zoned for commercial, which we can see like that. They're all blue. These are all green. If you want to change these over, you have to first de-zone them and then zone them a different color. And also you can change how you do the zoning. You can do a marquee where you like paint it on like that, or you can do a small dot, or you can do a bigger dot. I think in fact if you do you right click on that? There's a way of doing it. Is it tab? No. Usually I leave it on fill because it's just kind of the easiest. But anyway, we don't care about that. Let's get things moving. So we've got buildings coming in. We need to build our industrial zone because they're definitely telling us we need it. So we're losing money. Let's pause the game at the end of this day. Red border pause, totally fine. So where are we going to put our industrial zone? Now it's gonna cost a bit of money, but it's also going to stick out a lot of pollution. And I'm thinking, just to start with, we're going to pop it over here. Because if you remember, the water is flowing across this way. So what we want to do is get some roads. And we don't have the specified industrial roads at the minute. So we're just going to stick with this little road. Doesn't make any difference. And we're going to change... Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm sorry, dude, but your house is going to get demolished. That's upsetting. Yeah, that's really not great. Sorry. I might just try and make it so I might be able to fit another one in there. Let's just see. So that demarks where we're going to move this. Now I'm going to only put it to about there. There's a reason for that, which I'm not telling you, but I will. Oh, look at that. Oh no, that's not right. Oh, I'm upset about that. And as such, I'm going to refund that road, and I'm going to... Yeah, you got to make it look nice, haven't you? So now we have this. Don't worry about all this stuff. We are going to delete this this pylon thing. That's all going to disappear very, very shortly. And we're going to connect up the other bits. So let's now zone all of this industrial. Bosh, 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 bosh. We're going to leave this as a little buffer because you don't want the people in the greenhouses living next to the industrial because it's going to be really grim. So we're going to make this a little commercial buffer. I like to do that. Okay, so this is our little industrial zone. We've got a little commercial buffer here. We have a load of residential on this big old road. And this is our other commercial kind of zone. And everybody's kind of moving in, and everything's looking groovy. The factories should start to populate. There they go. And it's great. You can make this go a lot quicker if you want. Don't forget you can speed up the time super quick, which we will do. We're still losing money every week. We're losing $500, so we've got to be careful now. We've got 132 people. We're getting 25 every week, which is amazing. All of these industrial buildings are coming in. And if we start looking at it, can I see the pollution? No, why not? Well, let us see the pollution, but all right. Traffic. Any busy traffic? No, everything's kind of fine. Oh, yeah, okay, there is. Look at this. That's bad. That's no good. We don't like that at all. We'll have to deal with that at some point. How? I'm not sure, but we will. Come out of the info. Fully manned scientific station built at the bottom of the sea. Very good. James Cameron, I think. Right, so let's deal with this. Right, so now we can delete some of this. We don't need that one. And I don't think we need that one, but... or that one. And I'm just going to join this one. Just there. Okay, cool. Now, again, once these fill up again, I can delete this. Once these start filling up, we can delete those as well. And then we're going to build something up this arm as well and work out what we're doing. So we've kind of got two districts at the minute. And let's see, our electricity is still, we're making 7 and we only need 3. Or we need 4 now. The more buildings you build, obviously the more energy you need. The water takes a long time before we need to use it. So the water consumption is loads, and we've got loads. That's no problem. So you're on your way now. The city is starting. Let's just put the time back to normal. Yeah, just normal time. It's quite cool. So our industrial zone is coming in. What is that? Box factory. That doesn't look like a box factory. What the heck? What the heck-amundo? Right. Now, because we've cleared this out, we can now rezone these. And I'm going to delete these just so they have an opportunity to be rebuilt using the whole of the area. Don't worry about doing stuff like that. It is totally fine. You're not going to be penalized for, doing that too often. Replicants. Little Blade Runner there for us. I like that. Another house just popped in. So currently all that they want is more residential, which is coming in. We've got 204. We're about probably to ping the first milestone. I love that little mug, medium mug cafe. That's so good. I love it. What else have we got around here? Big Bite, pop soda, barbecue. Somebody's house, the Hickory residence. You will find yourself doing this quite a lot. All these look, importing agricultural products to Goods Unlimited. That's cool, isn't it? The way that the game runs and how everything works, I marvel at it. It's just so much fun. Now let's look at our electricity again. I think we're almost there. Once this gets full, we won't need this anymore, and I can clear that up. I can almost clear this up now. In fact, I'm just going to put this here like that, and then what we can do is delete all of these because they're just not needed. Careful what you're deleting because it will F you up. Now let's just try and make this a little bit neater, because these are coming in now. I think what I'll do is I'll just come out here like that, go straight down, then we'll just bulldoze out these ones. Okay, so we're looking a little bit neater now. And as this little area joins up, when the residential comes in, we can get rid of that. And then as we build down here, we can get rid of this stupid link up that we've got here. So this is cool. We have a nice little city just on the start, okay? We've got a smoggy old industrial zone down here, which looks cool. We're going to have to sort these roads out at some point, make them bigger or whatever. We have a nice little little place to live. There's everybody's. Their car. That's Albert Roberts. Does he live there? No. 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 Where the hell does he live? What's he doing parking there? He doesn't live here. Off they go. And you can actually look at each person. It's pretty cool. Now they're off to work. I think they're going to work in the factories. Yeah, look at that. They're all walking into work, carrying their little lunch boxes. I've forgotten how freaking cool this game is. I love it. So let's just have a little look at our city. How are we doing? Electricity's coming down now, so it's using 8, and we're only making 7. So we need to build that up now. So let's do it. We're just going to pop another one of these in. Did I make enough space? Yes, baby. Look at that. I left enough space. So now we're making 15 and they need 8. So we're fine on that. The water should be fine. People are kind of happy. The commercial's really happy. Industrial's really happy. Residential, not so much. Not sure why. These guys are hating the fact that they live near these wind turbines. These guys are not happy about something. Why? Yeah, moany old buggers. Not sure why these people are unhappy either as well. Who cares? Who cares? It's only the population. Nobody cares. So there we go. Oh, look at this traffic jam. This is bad. I'm going to have to work this out. This is not a good way in. I don't know why these people are all coming in and then leaving straight away. It kind of doesn't really make sense to me, but... Okay. Let's see if we can upgrade this road. Now, this is a tricky thing. I wasn't really going to show you upgrading roads because we haven't even got to the first milestone yet. So if you go into the roads and you choose upgrade, it's saying cannot upgrade to this type because it already is this road. Now what we're going to want to do is upgrade it to a bigger road. We don't have any highways yet, but we do have these large roads. Now, if we upgrade that, it's going to demolish both of those buildings. That's how it works, okay? Which is not ideal. So let's see if the medium road, it's going to demolish both of the buildings again. But I think we have to do it. And poor old Mugman's disappeared. I'm gutted. We're going to put that back in. So it just makes this road, it should be able to handle this traffic a little bit better. Let's just keep an eye on that now. Don't worry about these two buildings. These two businesses will come back. They'll be fine. Now, we need some more residential. We can get rid of this now because that's all good. That can be disappeared. Pop, pop. So this whole residential street is all in here. We're going to have to work out where we're going to put the next sort of tranche of residential buildings. So let's get on our roads and let's have a look. We've got a big industrial zone, a little commercial buffer. This is our main, totally non-dangerous commercial zone on a major roundabout and highway. We've got some people who might start living here, but they haven't yet because they really don't want to. So I guess what we want to do is build out towards this, just so we can get rid of this, really. And I'll probably build off this way. So let's just get back to the normal road. And it's doing that because we're still on the upgrade road. So we just need to come back to straight road, curved, or freeform. Right, and curved, I'll just show you how you do the curve. So with the curved road, you start where you want it to be. Then you put the kind of midpoint of the curve. So if you want to do a normal kind of curve, you would come out here, and then you would go up. And then it would do a curve like that. So that kind of looks cool-ish. Out there. Up. Then we're going to put it back to straight road. And we're just going to come out, fill up this little area. Do you know what? I'm going to leave it, I'm going to put it on freeform. I don't know how that, I don't really know what that does. If we do a little curve to like there, and then to sort of there. I want it to look a bit nicer than that, but that'll do. Okay, now we'll go back to straight, I think, hopefully. Yeah, okay. And then we'll come right the way down to here. Like that. Pop it and drop it. So we've now got this nice little area that we can work out what we're doing with. We've not got enough money really to service all of that. All I'm trying to do is get the power all the way through. But what else we can do is just come straight across like that. I mean, that's a lot of money. And I don't really like the look of it, but I've done it anyway. Now, you see what's happened? It's broken the pylons that we had. So let's just try and fix that. Go back to our pylons. We'll come up here. Right, at least the power's back. Fine. Now, we need to zone all this area. We're going to want residential. All residential. Pretty much up to, I think, there. And this is a lot of residential, and we don't need it. You can see we only need a little bit, but we've made a huge amount of space, and we're going to fill it. Dagnammit, we're going to fill it. And we're going to fill this up with a little plaza of shops. Cool. So this, within a couple of minutes, you can see this is what we've got. We're going to put this in as shops as well. That's going to be a little precinct down there. And this is where you're at. Unpause, and we're just going to let people come in. We're very close to getting to the first milestone, which will give us more money. And see, Illuminati now taking applications. Very good. You see how smoggy the industrial area is already? You really get a feel for all this grass around it will go brown as well. It's pretty cool. Let's just keep an eye on how we're doing with the power. We're going to need more power soon, obviously. Right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We're in. So, 460 gives us the status of a little hamlet. Now, every time you do one of these, it unlocks extra things for you. So we can now tax our people. We can now take a loan, which we will. We now have garbage service, healthcare, education. And it tells you what new buildings we've got. We've got a medical clinic, a park, landfill, a school, a clinic, and an elementary school. Okay, they're the same. That's interesting. So, everything is working well. We've got to keep an eye on this power because that's coming down again. We can leave this just ticking along just for the minute because we're getting 1,000 a week. Whilst that's happening, I don't mind the time just ticking over whilst we're just doing things. As long as this is a green number, nothing bad's going to happen. Once it starts getting lower and down onto a lower number, then you want to have a look and you want to look at pausing the game. Now, the first thing we're going to do is put in our garbage, which is going to be here. How much is it going to cost? 4 grand. It's a big old place, and we're going to stick it right here. Can I put it there? Can I put it there? No. Okay, we might as well stick it there. I do like the way that looks. I'm going to stick it there. So the trash place will now just automatically do the biz. Okay, if we go in and have a look, the landfill site, 2 of 15 garbage trucks are out there. We might be able to change what the trucks look like. I'm not sure. But if we click on garbage, we should be able to find where the trucks are. They should show up on the map. Now you can see this green line here is what it's telling us is the garbage trucks can pretty much service all the way down to here, but because it's a bit less green here, that is getting to its limits of its capacity, which is totally fine. We don't mind that. Where are my garbage trucks, man? Was that one? Yes, garbage truck. Off they go. It's so good. It's real good fun. Right, now, the other thing we need to do, because we've been given access to medical, and education. We're gonna want to put them both in. But first, you will notice we now have a look at this as well. It shows us our pollution. Obviously, this is all bad. This guy's saying, now, if you remember rightly, we built all this extra area. We kind of have power for it, but we haven't sorted the pipage. You see, all this area is unpiped. So let's just quickly put pipes around. That'll do. And I'm just going to do this properly so it covers the whole area. Cool. So all of these areas are now piped in, and we will do the same with the rest when we need to. Now, we can also just sort this power out as well, because we don't need this now. Make this a little bit nicer. And we'll put in a little power thing. Now, let's try and make this actually nice. Okay, we can't put it there. Alright, we'll leave it in the sea. I didn't really want to put it in the sea, but... Okay, it's still too close. There we go. That's all we've got. Is that going to fix itself? Are you going to fix yourself? Yes. Although, no, because it's not put it in the right place. You see what it did there? It said it was going to put it in the right place, and it didn't. Stop that. Why has it done that to me? Is that fixed? No, it's broken that one. What the heck in the mundos? Get rid of that. I think it's just there's a weird sort of angle because it's going along the bottom of the seabed. You see what that bend is? That's the bottom of the seabed. That's why it's being weird. Now, I think if I put it there, we should be okay. Okay, what the frick is happening here? It's deleting my shiz. 1 second, caller. That's all I needed to do. That is all I needed to do. Why didn't it do that in the first place? Who knows? There it is. Sorted. Come on. There you are. We're all fixed. Okay, so the power's done. That's done. The garbage is on the way. Everything is looking good. These guys don't have any power. Why is that? There's obviously something wrong, and it's probably because we don't have enough power. And we do not. So choices here. We could put in a power plant. We're going to have to do something now because we're going to have to keep putting in loads of these. Future-proofing would suggest we put in a big old power plant, and I can put it there, which is a really nice, cool place to put it. Or there. Yeah, look, just right on the edge there, away from everybody. Power plant. Kaboom! No, the businesses aren't happy about it, but tough titties. Right, let's get that operational. I love the smell of burning fossil fuel in the morning. I love the smell of burning fossil fuel in the morning. Operating normally. Great, we'll check this again. Bang. Now we are fully operational, ladies and gentlemen. So our noise pollution is giving us a little idea. Obviously the highway here, people aren't going to really want to live here. But the way we built the houses are all in white. That's kind of worked well. That makes a bit of noise pollution as well. That road seems to be a bit better as well. Let's just check that out. Yeah, we can't do anything about this road. There's nothing to do with us. That's kind of fine. This is all looking good. We'll probably want to do something here because this road is seemingly quite busy. We can keep an eye on that. Pollution, nothing over here. All the pollution is over. Ugh, look at that. Bosh. We've got our little commercial buildings coming in there as well. There's our little buffer. Now, we're going to have to start looking at the education of the town and the health. And it's very easy to do so. The residential people are going to start coming in. Now, we've zoned that out already, so they should start coming in and populating these areas. These two are popping in. Let's see how we go. Now, we're going to bring in a hospital. Now, we've only got 10 grand here, and the hospital costs 10 grand. So, we've got to be a bit careful. So, before we're going to do that, I'm going to show you the economy panel here. We have taxes, budget, and loans at the minute. Taxes, we are going to change the taxes. We're going to tax people an extra %. We're going to tax commercial a little bit more, and the industrial we're going to tax a lot more. Okay, you can tax up to 30%, but you don't really want to be doing that. It's all of these tabs down here, they give you a really good granular look at how much money you're getting from each of your different things. This is the residential. Low density is all we have. Low density. As you progress the game, you get all these high density things, and you get these offices, you get buses and planes and everything. Okay, and we don't have any road tolls as well. All right, so taxes, I put mine at 10, 11, 13. Budget, you can start changing how things work on a day-night cycle. So the game does run on a day-night cycle. I've got it turned off at the minute just for this video, but it will get dark. In fact, let's put it back on, shall we? Gameplay, day-night cycle, where is it? Bosh. And we'll just watch that change now. It's kind of nice. But you can change how much money is paid to things during the evening, during the nighttime, or during the daytime. Okay, so a lot of this stuff you can start really getting to grips with how you know, do we really need to have more money paid to education at night? Probably not, because there's nobody there. So you could probably bring that down to 75% budget. We don't have any at the minute, but you know, this is the type of thing that you can do. The first thing we're going to do is take this loan, 20 grand. Thank you. Now we have a loan. Our money's gone up by a load. Now we can build what we want to build, okay? Are these houses coming in? Yeah, look. Here we go, look. Emerson Street is coming in. Thompson Street is there. Emerson Street. Oh, yeah, priority road. I'm going to make Robert Street a priority road. I don't know what that means. But it's a very busy road. I'm not going to get into traffic just yet. It's there's too much there's too much going on with it, so we're gonna leave that. But let's just have a look at our, yeah, look, we're almost linked in now, so we can clear this up a little bit. I just deleted a tree. Right, cool. We just cleared that up a little bit, and then when these fill in, we can totally clear that out, and we're all connected then. Just double check this. Yep, our pipe work is looking good. All right. Now, we're going to build a hospital. Medical clinic, medical clinic. They're both the same. They're exactly the same, except one is just a different looking one. That's all it is. So you can either have one that looks like that. It's kind of European, I think, and one that looks like that, which is kind of more American. Let's go with the American one because it kind of looks interesting. Now, when you place it against the road, it's going to move the green line, and it's telling you, that's pretty much telling you which buildings it's going to service, okay? So we don't really care too much about the industrial zone. What you really want to make sure you get is the residential zones, pretty much. Otherwise, people have to go too far to actually use it. So the other thing you might want to do is just use a space that hasn't been built on, because that's pretty cool as well. So with that in mind, I am probably just going to stick it there. Beep. Everybody loves a medical center. All the way up to about there. That's pretty good. These guys are hating the noise. Look at that. The noise pollution for these dudes. They're hating it. We might have to do something about that. Oh, they're sick because of the noise pollution. I didn't even know that could be a thing. Well, we've now got the medical center, which is just too far away from you, buddy. So good luck with that. What we could do is delete these buildings and just make them commercial, and that would just give us another little buffer. Or we delete these, which is another kind of way of dealing with it. But we've now got our healthcare in, which pops this up for us. It shows you where our medical centers are. Yeah, that's not great. I didn't really put it in the best of places, but hey, it's where I've put it, so they can deal with it. Now, the other thing is education. We need to build a school. So an elementary school. I'm going to go with this old kind of looking one. Same thing. We want to try and hit as many residential properties as possible. It doesn't seem to be hitting many there, does it? School on a roundabout. I mean, that's safe, right? That does all of their... Don't really like that. I'm trying to do this without demolishing a building or too many buildings. But I guess I've just got to go with it. I think I'm just going to stick it there. Why not? The school on the roundabout. I love it. It's genius. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I'm going to stick it here. I'm going to stick it there. Bosh. Everybody loves a school. Now the school's in. Jobs is good. And we can now look at our education, and it will show us the actual catchment area sort of thing. We don't have a high school. We don't have a university. So we've got everything in place. We're now getting $2 grand a month. So our income is great. We've got to keep an eye on our taxes. We've got to just keep an eye for any bubbles popping up saying this, that, and the other. Otherwise, as you can see, the day-night cycle's taking place. You can actually zoom in and look at everything in quite a lot of detail. So already we've built this successful city, and we're only in this area. You know, we have this, all of this area, and then soon we will be able to start building out, and you very quickly will realize the amount of space that you actually have is huge. And you can just sit back at this point, have a little look at your city, see what's working, see what's not. Bosh. Well, there we go. We've now gone up to a worthy village. 900 people. It's opened up more area. We've now got districts, which we'll get into in the next video. Policies, another loan, specializations, policies, a fire department, police, industry specializations, policies for helping keep your power and your water under control. New buildings, firehouse, police station. So police and fire is the next big thing. But what I am going to show you... Get rid of all these tweets. Not tweets, chirps, sorry. Look, the day-night cycle is cool. It is beautiful. The game is just... I forget how good it is. I honestly forget how good it is. Right, let's just quickly look at our power map. Yeah, alright, we're cool. So we can now finally get rid of these extra... We're looking good. Everything's hooked up. Everybody is looking good. The pipes are good. We'll fill in this area with stuff. Then we'll look at coming over here. But check this out. Bosh. Now we can start looking at expanding. 4.5 grand to purchase that, and then we straight away will be able to build there. I mean, we'll probably build by this one, because then we've got this area, because we've built up here. We probably want to do this one next. I don't know why they cost different amounts. It's interesting. Tells you what connections they have, etc. And then once you've bought that, we then get to buy all these other ones around as well. So probably a bit longer than I wanted to do, ladies and gentlemen, but there you are. Look at that. The sun's going down on our city. And everything is working well. The lights are going to come on. I love it. Look, Chirper's right in the sun. Everything's working well. We've still got a loan in the bank. We've got this loan to take if we wanted to. Things are working. The taxes are coming in. The money's rolling in. The power's looking good. We probably need to buy another school, which we will. The healthcare's great. The garbage is doing well. That will fill up though. Noise pollution. The crime rate's going to be going up around here, so now we have to start putting the police in. These, we look at all the industries and things. Districts. We're going to zone out this industry area and call it like something, and that'll be called something, and this will be called something, and it's great fun. All this stuff, and you can rename it all and do all kinds of things and all the brilliant stuff. And the sun has gone down. And the city comes alive. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that gave you a little quick overview on how to do things. I'm happy to answer any comments. Questions in the comments will come through. But this is all base level of the game. We're still making 1,500. We need to put in a firehouse and a police station. We will do that next go. And we'll probably then start being able to put in some transit and some parks and bits and bobs. But ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed that video. I'll catch you on the next one. See you later. Let's just go and have a look at Yasmin. There's the donut van. And another one. And another one. Ooh, that was kind of cool, wasn't it? Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, arrivederci.